The countdown is underway for the opening of Dubai Opera, a brand new concert hall scheduled for late 2016. Located in the Opera District in downtown Dubai, facing the fountains and the magnificent Burj Khalifa, Dubai Opera will be an important addition to the growing range of arts facilities in Dubai. The man with the enviable job of launching Dubai Opera is Chief Executive Jasper Hope, formerly CEO of the Royal Albert Hall in London.
The project is, from my point of view at least, probably the most exciting thing that's happening in downtown Dubai in 2016, and I hope for a long time to come thereafter. The idea is to give Dubai something that is missing right now, and that is a very modern, purpose-built, multi-form theatre, a concert hall, an opera house, a place where the magic of entertainment, whatever kind of live performance we can envisage, can take place and can complement what Dubai currently has in the way of attractions and things for people to visit and to see and do and to enjoy. The building will house around about 2,000 seats, slightly depends on the type of performance that we're going to have. And unlike almost anywhere else in the world, it is capable of hosting, as I say, theatrical style performances, so opera, ballet, plays, musical theatre, because it's got a proscenium arch and a fly tower and all the things that you need in order to stage those kinds of entertainments. But it's also a concert hall. It's also got an acoustic shell that will come in. It's also got a huge amount of technical wizardry behind the scenes that mean you can listen to a classical orchestra or any kind of concert, any kind of music, either amplified or unamplified, whatever is more appropriate to the sound. And then finally, technological marvels that exist these days, it is capable of removing, more or less automatically, about half of the seats, about 900 of the seats in the stalls and the parterre, storing them underground, and the floor coming up to a slightly different height, matching the parterre and the stage, and giving you a completely flat floor, a 2,000 square meter flat floor. So for award ceremonies or gala dinners or banquets or exhibitions or anything else that needs a flat floor rather than a raked floor with seats, we'll be able to host those too. So Dubai really needs this. It really needs an exceptional world-class venue. And the place it's going to be is right in the heart of downtown. So very exciting.
Tell us a little bit about the location.
It is in the shadow, in the curtilage of the Burj Khalifa. It is right at the foot, on the edge of the lake, next to Burj Park, if you know it, a fantastic outdoor space, bang opposite the Dubai Mall. It's very easily accessible from the boulevard. You can come around at the moment by car, and in 2016, towards the end also, I think, also by tram, by trolley. We'll extend there. Lots of parking, lots of ways to come in, or you can walk around the lake from the Dubai Mall or from the Burj Khalifa side, and there'll be bridges to connect the two, so you'll be able to get into the place very easily indeed.
And during the interval in a performance, you can presumably have a drink and you look out over the lake and over the Burj Khalifa.
And most importantly, on the fountain show. It's a huge attraction in and of itself. It's a perfect viewing point from the opera to look across the lake and to see that. So yeah, very special ambience, I think, can be created both by what's going on inside the building, but also the setting outside.
What can people expect to experience by way of performances there? How wide is your remit?
The remit is as broad as it could possibly be. I think my overarching ambition is to make sure that the people who live and work in Dubai and the people who visit Dubai find something almost every night of the year that will appeal to them. And Dubai, as you may know, is such an extraordinarily cosmopolitan place, a society full of different nationalities, different likes and dislikes, and when you extend that into entertainment taste, I'm sure the same will be true. And I need to try and cater for all of them, or for as many of them as possible anyway, in a 2,000 seat.
So what could
space.
a typical week consist of?
If I do a typical month, that's possibly easier to talk about. We'll certainly have an opera or a ballet, something that is intrinsic to the name Dubai Opera. But I'm also looking to have plays and musical theatre as a big part of the programme. And then concerts. Concerts are a relatively easy way of getting that breadth that I was talking about, because I can program Arabic music, I can program Chinese music, I can program artists from anywhere in the world who come with a different style, flavor, and type of entertainment for people to enjoy. And I think every week or every month will include that kind of breadth. It's very important for people who are able to enjoy Dubai Opera to consider it in the same way that they think about the other great venues in the other great cities. They are places of magic and excitement and wonder, but they're also accessible. You feel you can buy a ticket for a special occasion and go and enjoy the performance of your choice. And that's really important. It can't be seen as somewhere that is elitist or that isn't going to have a broad enough appeal for everybody who is potentially the audience here.
How will Dubai be viewed on the international concert circuit by professional musicians, orchestras, the Berlin Symphony or the Chicago Symphony Orchestra?
I think Dubai will be seen very positively, and the reason is Dubai itself. Because there hasn't been a venue here before. There have been visits, of course, some ballets, some orchestras have come, but they've had to perform in less than ideal venues, not proper modern theatres that they're used to in their home cities or many of the other places that they tour. The fact that Dubai will now have a modern, purpose-built, fully functional concert hall or theatre is very, very exciting to them. And Dubai itself is a place that most people haven't been in a professional capacity from the musical world. And this is their opportunity. Certainly the conversations I've had to date with some possible artists or groups have all indicated that the region is not one that they regularly come to. It is definitely one that they want to come to. They absolutely see the growth of Dubai and the growth of Emirates facilitating their international travel as being a fantastic thing in terms of broadening their appeal on a world stage. To be able now, instead of merely changing planes in Dubai, but to get out, to spend a few nights here, to enjoy the city and to give a performance themselves is a fantastic opportunity for them and for us as an audience here.
Is the Dubai Opera House, is it an evening-only venue, or will it be open during the day? And if so, what can people expect to see during the day?
The main auditorium itself will largely be an evening venue. We will have matinees of certain shows, there'll be family shows, there'll be things that take place during the day, but most of the year, most of the shows will be for an evening audience. The building itself, however, outside of the main auditorium, will be open during the day. I think it's very important that people can come and walk through the space. They can come and enjoy some of the views that we were talking about, but also just get a sense of a place of culture. It's very important in all cities, I think, to have places that you can go and look at a painting or listen to music or just sit and have a cup of coffee, but in a cultural space. And the design of Dubai Opera allows for all of that to happen. I can absolutely have art installations, I can have exhibitions that change through the year, I can have public performance inside the building and out, quite aside from whatever the main attraction of the night is, and animating the space, animating the plaza outside and the public areas of the building inside is very much part of the intention.
The building is still very much under construction as we speak. What about bookings? Have you started to think about making actual bookings with orchestras and touring groups?
Yeah, very much so. The worlds of opera and ballet and classical music in particular generally work 18 months to 2 years out. So my conversations are well underway with a number of individuals and groups for 2016, 2017, and even for 2018. Such is the demand on them and the necessity to book early. I will also, however, leave gaps, deliberate gaps in the program, because whilst opera and ballet might book 2 years out, a lot of other genres don't. And you need in the entertainment world to take account of that most fickle of things, of fashion. tastes change over time, and if you book every single night of your year 2 years in advance, which is perfectly possible to do, you will almost by definition miss some of the things, some of the new artists, some of the exciting new things that come along, be they compositions or performances. And I don't want to be in a position where I have to turn down amazing opportunities simply because I've booked too early, as it were. So it's a balance.
Can you share any of that program with us at the moment?
I'm most regrettably say I can't. I can promise you magic, I can promise you excitement, I can promise you awe and wonder, and I hope a fantastic experience, whatever you choose to come to. But I'm not releasing any of the names right now.
You're keeping stum.
I am, yes.
Can we talk a little bit about your background, your experience to date in concert hall management?
Sure. I came to Dubai 6 months ago. I've been here almost exactly half a year now. And prior to that, I was at the Royal Albert Hall in London for 7 years. And that was really the grounding for me in terms of venue management. It's one of arguably the most prestigious multi-format concert venue in the world, somewhere that is on almost every artist, whatever genre they are part of. It's on almost all of their must-play lists in a kind of career CV, and with very nearly 400 performances a year in the main auditorium and another 200 or 300 in the other spaces. It's probably one of the busiest places on the planet in terms of output of shows. So I had a wonderful time there, very, very fortunate to see an extraordinary range of artists, some of whom I hope to persuade to come this way and play Dubai Opera as well. And prior to that, a whole range of things, always in music and entertainment, as a promoter, as an agent, as an arts administrator, an event organizer, but always dealing with quality entertainment, generally for relatively large audiences, and always with a commercial eye to producing things that were self-sustaining, things that did not require huge public subsidy from arts councils or the like.
So there you are, managing, as you put it yourself, one of the most prestigious concert halls in the world. So what was your reaction when you were approached to come to Dubai and to launch the Dubai Opera House?
It was an extraordinarily exciting opportunity when it came. I didn't know the region. I didn't know Dubai. I, like many other people, had been on Emirates and had changed planes, but never taken the time to come and see exactly what was here. And in the world I inhabit professionally, it's pretty rare for new venues of any kind to be constructed. Certainly venues of this size and format. Arenas and stadia are much more common. But concert halls and opera houses and theatres are not often built anywhere. I was quite amazed to discover that Dubai didn't already have at least one of these places in the development that it's had. I very quickly saw quite how much had been achieved. I very quickly saw this extraordinary vision of a new and incredibly exciting city and destination and country, and I couldn't quite believe that somewhere hidden away there wasn't already a venue, but there wasn't. And the idea was that as one small part of the next phase of development for Dubai, it must have this cultural attraction, and Dubai Opera was to be the first piece, if you like, in that jigsaw, and the opportunity to come and lead that project was simply irresistible.
Chief Executive of Dubai Opera, Jasper Hope. DubaiOpera.com is the website for all the latest information, plus some stunning images of what the exterior and interior of the building will look like when completed in the fourth quarter 2016.